Top of the morning, traders. This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks, and today's date is Tuesday, August 4th, 2020. Market opens in a couple hours here. Thought I'd do another video blog this morning and talk about a few stocks we're adding to the watch list. I also, I have been asked if I could post or talk about some trades that we're currently in and what we're doing, things like that. So sure, I'm going to do that. So let's do that first, and then we'll take a look at the trades, or maybe we'll take a look at trades, and then we'll take a look at what we're in. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to look at trades first, right after we look at the overall market. Okay, so yesterday, the SPY gapped up. Nice, right? You know, bullish, great. But it really didn't go anywhere, kind of stuck in here. I've got a trend line drawn right here, just from these candles to this candle right here. And here we've been up now 1, 2, 3 days. It's very possible the market needs a little rest. And this is exactly what I said going into the close last night. Very possible market needs a little rest after being up 3 days here. And what we would be looking for is a pullback or walk down toward this orange line, which would be filling the gap, and or further walking down just a little bit or sideways till we get to this trend line over here. So it's very possible we get to the trend line over the next few days. It looks like we're going to get to that that gap fill. We're not quite there at the open, but it could certainly pop down just another 0.5%, fill the gap from yesterday, and then start back up, or just sort of wind itself sideways until we get to a little bit more support over here using the trend lines. So overall, still bullish on the market. I'm not yet ready to be bearish. Couple of reasons why. One, market is still going up. No signs of bearishness until we start breaking the trend or we get a heck of a sell signal with some follow through. We just won't turn to the bearish charts just yet. Still looking for targets about 330, 333, then 339 up here for the SPY. Keeping in mind that you know, we can move back first. I absolutely don't think we're just going to go in a straight line up. I think we're more likely to consolidate up, consolidate up, consolidate up, something like that. So it may take several days, even a few weeks to get up here. That's very, very possible. Okay, so I'm not bearish on the market yet. Let's take a look at VXX. One thing that I watch for all day long is I keep a chart on another monitor of VXX and the SPY set on the 15-minute. I constantly watch it during the day. It's just on another monitor by itself, and I can always just glance over and look at it. Well, for this market to get short, we're going to need to see some fear or some volatility step up, and I just don't see it yet. Now, I do see a possible bottom being constructed. I do see that. But until price action pops up and we get up here, we just have nothing. All we're going to have is any kind of little runs to the upside. Currently, they're being met with the downtrend line with resistance. Look at the red dots there. See the red dots here. See how we ran up? The red dot took it out. Red dot took it out. We got up close to the red dot, took it out. Until we can beat that, we don't have anything. We can take a look at the hourly chart, and you can see there's still nothing there. Now, toward the end of the day, VXX did come up with a reasonably good candle pattern, morning star signal on the hourly chart. But we need to see follow through. If we see follow through, if we see our trendicator, that the trendicator is the red dots and green dots, that's our trendicator. Now, if the trendicator starts to turn green, then I'll take a whole different view of the market. Ultimately, we want price to be above the red dots, which they will be green by then. Then we will look at VXX as being a serious contender to pull the market back because of the volatility and the fear. Until then, we will continue to trade this market the way we have been, to the long side, and pulling those base hits off the table, and growing our account. Just simply that simple. All right, let's take a look at a few trades here. And again, hang out toward the end of the video here, and I will go over trades that we're currently in. And there's a couple that I'm going to show today that we are in, and I'll cover those at the end of the video here and what we're looking at and what we bought yesterday. The first one I want to look at is NIO. This was actually, if you watch yesterday's video, this was actually on yesterday's watch list. And here we came up and we tagged our very first target right up in here, above this, what is this, July 21 high. I'm expecting to see 1625. Continued strength, we're looking at $20 and $23.75 up here. Nice little run to the upside. We've pulled back and we've just consolidated, walking to the right a little bit. Nice little chart pattern right here. Here we've rallied up, we've pulled back, and now we've popped up. Nice move yesterday on some very, very good volume. I'll talk about this one at the end of the video because we did buy this yesterday. AA looks like it's working out pretty good. Earnings not till the 20th, October 21 here. Love this chart pattern. Really, really love these type of chart patterns where we rally up and then we just pull back. And that's all this is, just a pullback right here. You can see that we've also, if we come over here and grab these lows and just walk it sideways, you can see that we're right. We broke out and we're finding support here, proving that this breakout has a higher probability of being real. So little doji, gap up. I'm looking for AA, possible buy on an inside day, something like that, and then follow through to 1430, and then up here about 1590 for a couple of really nice little base hits on AA. Another one looking at TNA. If you are, let's take a look at IWM first. There you go, IWM. IWM looks pretty good here. Let's get rid of all that. IWM is setting up. Looks like we're opening up mid candle, so an inside day is where we're opening up. And we've got a nice little breakout here. And then, for the most part, nothing but consolidation going on here. That's all that is. Consolidation. And these last four candles are sure showing that the buyers are in control and taking more and more control. So I'm looking at IWM as a buy. Well, not everybody can afford a $149 stock. So take a look at TNA. Here's TNA. Same type of chart pattern right here. It's only a $31 stock, and it might be a little more affordable for some folks. And now this is the triple. This is the bull triple, IWM bull triple here. So read up on triples. Read up on these. Google it. Make sure you read up on them so you understand how they work. That is important. So what I'm looking at doing is buying some TNA. We've got a nice little pop, a little bit of a dip, a little bit of a pullback, tiny little J-hook continuation pattern here. Love the hammer of 2 days ago and great follow through yesterday. We're looking at 32.70 and 34.70. When you're trading, something you want to think about. I don't know if anyone has ever done, well, I know some of you have, commission work. I come from a mechanical wrench background, working on cars. I was a Dodge car mechanic for years, and then I had my own garage for a while. So I understand commission. And commission, you take a position on this, and then in a period of time, and you get to choose the time, we use price action to tell us when or our goals where we want to take profits at. Not necessarily, I'm not necessarily going to close this at 32.70 or 34.75. I'm working with my goals, and I'll talk about that in another video. Working with those goals. So I'm taking on a job, and when that job pays me what I need it to pay me, then I'm going to take my profits. So it's kind of like commission work. I talked to somebody yesterday that is looking at 4 or 5 months down the road, and they call themselves a short-term trader. Well, might not, they might want to eliminate, and I told them this, so I don't think they'll mind that I talk about this here. You might not want to think of 3 or 4 months as a short-term trading. If you're looking to make 10% on your money, 20% on your money, 30% on your money, 40, 50% on your money, that's what we're looking for. That's the type of trading we do. And that can happen in 2 days. It can happen in 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe at the most. That's what we like to do. So overnight, 3 weeks. If we can come in here and buy something like this, have it run up in 2, 3, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 10 days, and if we can make 10, 15, 20, 30% on our money, well, that's pretty darn good. You do the math on that, and I'm telling you, that's good money. And that's the type of trading we do here. So I'm not looking for much. I'm not looking for $80 on TNA. I'm not looking for $44 on TNA. I'm simply looking for a nice little income on my my trade here. So, all right, let's look at a few more. I could get carried away with that. I could say that's a whole nother video, and I'll definitely put something together and we'll talk about that. TALL earnings October 22nd, so we have plenty of time for that on TALL, TAL. We've got a belt hold a few days ago on TALL, and then you can see how we just quite calmly, a little crazy right here maybe, calmly started walking to the right. Sellers came in and they had a chance to really knock this chart back down. Buyers stepped in, said no, absolutely not. They brought it way back up, and now it looks like the buyers are ready to move again. So we've got a nice little two dojis here. Nice little move yesterday. Pretty good volume here. And we're looking for a target of 85 and a quarter, and then maybe 94 once we get through that 85 area. So again, we're just looking for that. We'll say overnight. That starts a swing trade up to 3 weeks maybe, where we can build this position, and we get to maybe 10, 15, 20, 30% profit, 40% profit, and that's what we'll be looking to do, is take some of our money off. That's what we call base hits. So up here would be a nice base hit. That'd be a very good base hit. 94.17. Honestly, for me personally, I'm probably closing the position out up there. For that 30, 40% maybe on the options trade. DHI has rallied up. Sellers took control. Profit takers took control here, took some profits, and then the buyers stepped back in, and they're just working themselves sideways, building that position. And then yesterday we had a nice little move up, suggesting the sellers have backed off and the buyers have stepped up a little bit, with a target of 75.60, 84.50 up here. Again, we're going to put the buy box in, and this would be my buying area right in here. And then, of course, stop. If it starts falling below today's low or the previous candle's low, that's where I'm looking for a stop on this. So my risk reward is quite good. So here's a way to look at your risk reward. Just pretty simple. Say we buy it right here. All right. Well, reward might be this big, and this is kind of a kind of a grade school way of doing it. But this was my reward, and then this would be my reward up there to the other side. We like to look for 2 to 1 or more, prefer 3 to 1 or more. And I'm looking at that. Hey, that's 3 to 1, pretty easy. 3 to 1, pretty easy. So that's how we might look at the stop, and then you can see the targets up there. eBay. Excuse me there. Had to clear my throat, take a drink of coffee. Okay, so eBay has been running up, hit the $60.80 level up here, and the sellers just took control and has brought it back down. It looks like we've got a little buying coming in here, a little support right in there, a little support. We've got the start of a bullish W pattern setting up. Let me make that a little bigger for you. Bullish W pattern setting up, and here is the pattern right there. This would be the center of the W. This is the right side bottom, and here we're moving up. So on further strength, that's what I'm looking for, a breakout here. On that breakout, let's put a line right in here, like that. Just like that. I'm actually going to move this down just a little bit, and we're going to actually raise it up just a tad. There we go. So with a breakout and then consolidation, and you know the breakout can be bought. I'm not saying you can't buy a breakout. You can certainly buy that breakout. So the breakout, or let it pull back and prove that it can hold, and then we'll look for buyers, which that's buyers, so it can certainly be bought on the breakout. Anyway, that's my game plan. That's what I'm going to be looking at. And then for a breakout of the buy box, we're looking for $60.80 and then $67 up here as more than likely me closing the trade out, but this would be a base hit up here around $60. So that's on eBay. Again, earnings not till October. XRT. XRT, beautiful trend here on XRT. Take a look how nice little move right there. See how we were down? Well, let's put this arrow in here. See how we were down here? And notice the trend is still bullish, right? These are bullish pullbacks like this. This is a bullish pullback. This is a bullish pullback right here. Trend is still intact. So we've got a bullish pullback. Buyers took control, and boom, there we go. And then there's a couple days of rest, and now the buyers are taking it up again. So this caught my eye along with the trend and along with the chart pattern. So this is what I'm using to put it on the watch list, to say, hey, this might be a trade for me. Again, I have to get rid of all that. So again, here I'm looking for a buy box area. We're going to use this green box up here, buy box area, and I'm looking for targets at $4.50 and $52 up here. Little base hit, probably closing the trade out by the time we get up there, because that'll be plenty money. It will more than reach my goal, and that's what I needed to do. So anyway, XRT seems like it's working out pretty well. If we started moving back below yesterday's low and definitely below the previous low, I would want to be out of that trade. Okay, here's CAR. This is the last one, and then we're going to look at some trades that I bought yesterday, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Okay, so CAR may be setting up. Let's get this red arrow in here. Whoops, red arrow. There we go. So this right here is a bullish pullback. A bullish consolidation, bullish consolidation, bullish consolidation. This is all bullish, even the pullback, because we are still very much in a bullish trend. So it's just a bullish pullback within a bullish trend. So then Doji, bullish day, another bullish day. Sellers tried to cut through the trend, tried to cut through the trendicator, couldn't do it. Buyers stepped back in, popped us up. That whole chart pattern right there, price action, that just looks like the buyers really want to go up. Well, okay. So maybe I want to be involved with this. So what I'm going to do is, let's do this. There we go. Just using the bid and ask over here. And then you can see it wraps around yesterday's candle. So I'm looking for an entry inside this area. And you guys all know me. I don't care whether it's, whether we're looking at $27.30 or we're looking at $27.84. That just does not matter to me because I'm looking for it to move up into some bigger numbers to make some money. Picking up pennies is not my thing, so we're not going to worry about pennies. So looking for an entry, looking for this chart pattern to continue up. We'll call it 29.31 up here for probably closing a trade out. And this might make a nice base hit around this area, around that area. Nice base hit there. Okay, so let's take a look at some trades that we bought yesterday, and I'll kind of talk about those. And a couple of them are what we pointed out today. So yesterday, what did we do here? We did buy some NIO, and that's on the watch list today. So we bought the NIO, currently up 11.87%. And that's at yesterday's close. And it looks like we're gapping up, so we should get up there around 14-15% today. And then if we get to that 16.25, that puts us up in the 20+% on an option trade. Okay, this is on an option trade. So we might be taking some off the table, a base hit, and then we'll look at holding the rest up here to $20, and we'll see what happens to it. So NEO still looks like a buy. We're just now breaking out. So what I'm going to do is put the buy box in here, just like that. So we'll look at, in fact, I might even look at adding more in here. Look at the volume yesterday. If it gives me a chance, I'll add more, and then we'll be taking, like I said, a base hit up here as well. So NIO is looking pretty good. Yesterday, let's see. Target. We took some off the table on Target for 19% base hit. More than likely, if Target gets up here to 128.70, I'm going to close the position, or close to it. I should say close to it. And close to it could be even on the upper side of it here. I can guarantee you I will be out of Target today. No questions in my mind, because it meets all my goal. It meets my goals, and we've been up 1, 2, 3. If it gets up here today, it'll be up 4 days. I'm going to close the rest of it out. Again, closed yesterday, 19% on it. Let's see, XRT. We bought some XRT yesterday, and that's on the watch list today. We bought XRT because of one of the tools that we use, and that's the stock scanner that we use from Live Trading Alerts. And XRT was on our watch list. It was in one of our chart patterns, and it started to set up, showing us an alert yesterday. So we picked up XRT early yesterday, and it closed up pretty well here, as you can see. Currently, we're up 12.6%. I think this is still a buy on positive trading. So positive trading, I'd like to see a little rest. I may add a little more to this, and I'm looking to take some profits off or a base hit around $50 and then close it out if it can get up near that 52 area. We also, let's see, I'm checking here. Oh, yeah, BABA. We also bought some BABA that hit our scanner. this type of chart pattern, we've got it in our scanner that we're looking for consolidation and bounces off moving averages and such. Baba gaps up. I took a trade on that. Let's see. How did we close with it? Where is it? I know it's there. There we go. We closed up only 3.5%. It was higher during the day, but it did pull back. We did close green, and it looks like today, let's put this up. Let's come over here. It looks like we're going to be opening up near the high of yesterday, which is good. We'll be good and in the money there. And it looks to me like there's a good probability we get to 264 up here, which I'll probably take some off the table, and then we'll look at, maybe something a little higher up here to finish that trade up. We also did buy a little Cisco. Cisco came back up on our alert. Cisco, we have kind of a joke about Cisco in the room, kind of a hate-love relationship because it's just all over the place. A lot of us have been in it, and we've been out of it, in it, out of it. You can't make its doggone mind up. But we took another trade yesterday. We pulled back, hit the trend line, showed positive trading, and a doji. Looks like we're going to open up inside that doji above the T-line. So I would have to say right now, if Cisco, we'll just do that right there. Okay. If we start closing below the green dots, below the trend indicator, I'll personally be out of Cisco again. I'm not going to hold it just to have it come all the way back down. And this is not going to do that. So I will stop myself out if we get below the trend indicator. If we stay inside the green box, I'm good. And if we break out, I'm happy. Okay. So that's the trade ideas right there. And I want to wish everybody a great day of trading. I hope to see you in the trading room. Hey, tonight is members, hit run candlesticks and right way options, members e-learning. You have to be a member or you have to be on a trial to come to our e-learning. And the link below for a trial is below this video. Okay. All right. You guys all take care, and we'll see you later on today.